guys, Nicole Schmitz here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk anything and everything to do with holistic wellness and personal development. Through my background in psychology and by sharing some of my personal experiences, hopefully I'll be able to share with you some useful tips and tricks to help you become the best version of you. We all like to play victim sometimes. Some people more than others. I know I have. As victims, we tend to focus on everything negative in our lives, and we feel wronged by those who criticize or judge us. We feel like the world is unfair, or we've been dealt a bad set of cards. Basically, woe is me. If only X, then things would be better. Why her and not me? If I were in charge, or if things were up to me. Sure, victim is the easier route. Place the blame and responsibility on others, and you'll be sweet, right? Playing victim can look attractive. Sympathy, attention. You get to offload and vent or complain. There's less responsibility. Basically, it's the easy route out. It's a safe place. But at what expense? Rather than sympathize with you, people will pity you and won't take you seriously. Sure, you'll get attention, but perhaps not the kind of positive attention you would like. And venting might feel good in the moment, as it acts as a great defense mechanism from your own role in the situation, but the quality of your relationships might suffer, and complaining ultimately always keeps you in the negative. Less responsibility actually means less power or control, and just creates a mindset of powerlessness, which leads to less accountability. It's far easier to shift the blame onto somebody else. It's a safe place where we don't have to push outside our boundaries and go for what we really want. But then that means there's no opportunity for self-growth or achievement. Long story short, playing the victim only limits what we're actually capable of. When we perceive our circumstances to be external, we give ourselves permission not to apply ourselves and move forward. We don't grow, mature, or learn from our mistakes. We must invest in continuous personal growth, recognize our shortcomings and mistakes, and accept responsibility for our own fates. This is essential for self-growth. So how exactly do we become the victim? Our tendency to be a victim has a lot to do with your childhood and your upbringing, and the relationships that you're exposed to and consequently modeled in adult life. It operates within the all too common toxic social dynamic, also known as the triangle by Stephen Karpman. It has 3 roles: victim, rescuer, and persecutor, which refers to roles people unconsciously play to meet personal, yet often also unconscious needs. Victims depend on a savior. Rescuers yearn for a damsel in distress, and persecutors need a scapegoat. You can adopt different roles at different times, and some people spend their entire life rotating between the 3 without ever getting out of the triangle. And it only serves to perpetuate a dysfunctional social dynamic. And you miss out on the possibility of responsibility and leading a happy and fulfilled life and healthy and resilient relationships. The victim, however, plays an especially important part, because no matter where you start, that's where you always end up, the victim. So the victim role is key. If you can somehow stop playing the victim, not only will you be helping yourself by shifting out of the victim mentality, but you'll also be helping the relationships around you, as you will be the catalyst for them to also shift out of their roles when you would all normally just revert back to your default and the vicious cycle would continue. But the problem is, the longer you've assumed the role of victim, the harder it is to break. But it can be done. So how can we turn being a victim into being empowered? Simple. Become a creator. This was coined by David Emerald in the empowerment dynamic. Where victims focus on problems, creators focus on the outcomes. They think about what they really want. Then they become empowered and take steps to make it happen in their own lives. They ask, what do I really want to happen? And they make their move. Let me take you through 5 easy steps to take you from being victim to empowered, where you can finally become the creator and be in control of your own life. Necessity. suffering enough in a situation to create that willingness and that want to make a change. This will drive you to become more mindful and aware of the fact you have been playing victim and in what situations you've assumed this role. But don't forget to practice self-compassion. It takes so much courage to finally own up to your actions and behaviors that you might have been doing for a large part of your life. So take a moment to acknowledge that it's okay and that you are human and you do make mistakes. Then it's time to take responsibility and be accountable for your actions. You will no longer shift the blame to others or wait for others' actions or behaviors to fix your problems. You have all the tools you need to do it yourself. You have the power. The sooner you realize this, the sooner you'll become empowered, as you're taking back ownership and control of yourself and your life. You run your own show. Don't stay victim in other people's worlds. Stay empowered in your own. And from here, you can become the creator, where you can confront problems head on with the power and control you've rightfully taken back, where you can problem solve and create solutions to any problem you're faced with. And you can learn, evolve, and achieve in the process. So to recap, in order to turn a victim into empowered, you must become a creator in your life's circumstances. You can shift out of the victim mindset into that of a creator once you have a feeling of necessity, you become mindful, you practice self-compassion, take responsibility, and become empowered. Don't stay trapped in the prison you've created for yourself. It's all about mindset and perception and the roles we choose to play. When there's a will, there's a way. Have you ever caught yourself playing victim? I know I have, so you're not alone. Share your story with me in the comments. I'd love to chat and get to know you. I really hope this video has helped you in some way. If you enjoy my content and haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button below, and I'll see you next week for a new video. Bye guys!